shit probably fucking derived from like some ancient war or some shit where they wage war for avocados. And that's like their guardian deity or some shit. Like we get lost in the woods, like a sentient avocado like leads you out from danger. like the burning bush with Moses climbed the mountain.
They had some shit like that
Yeah.
on Teen Titans Go. They're talking about how avocados is a superfood. Niggas kept eating it and turned into avocado monsters.
Yeah.
I forgot the full name though, but avocado is like an Aztec word or some shit. Like a Native American word. That shit mean like fuck, it's not dinosaur. I'ma just say dinosaur. That shit mean dinosaur testicles.
Wait, what? You mean dinosaur testicle?
Or some shit, like some type of animal. That's what avocado translates to.
That's fucking hilarious.
Cause the pit, this shit, just the shape of the avocado look like it's shaped like nuts. So that's what they named it, like something testicle.
Good?
Yeah, I just did my nasal rinse, so all that mucus be draining and shit.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm eating too, my reflux acted up. So that shit got me fucked up. Young we talking, man.
Ready to start the show, my nigga?
Ready like Carly, Sam, and Freddie, my nigga.
Okay. Damn. What are my AKAs? I forgot. We ain't do this shit in like 2 weeks. Alright. I got you some.
Niggas wanna get serious.
Alright, so welcome back to Ningen Bros. We be on a brief hiatus because your boy caught COVID and was fighting for my fucking life like R. Kelly. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me. I'm your host, Dilbert Taicho, aka the Sadist and Spectacles.
That's what you would. You know how like where Naruto used to go and have conversations with Kurama.
Yeah.
That's you was your manifestation in your mom was R. Kelly talking to COVID. I'm like, y'all killing me, man. 30 years of my life. Just a big ass COVID cell looking at you.
Yeah, it doesn't even respond. It just listens to me yell at it.
You just see like the outer layer of the cell, like gelatinous moving around and shit.
It's like
the amoeba boys.
Yeah, it's like just like rotating like a fucking like planet. No matter what I say, it just doesn't respond back.
That shit got a crown on the top of it, cause that's what Corona mean.
Yeah, but deep down, it's communicating telepathically, so you can't like hear it respond.
Only you can hear it.
Yeah.
Got the same voice as Kurama.
Nah, I got the same voice. No, I have the voice of Pika from from One Piece. Yeah.
Pika, aka Mike Tyson.
Where? Oh shit. Where was I at? Yeah, aka Say the Six Spectacles, aka Negro Kaiba. Your other podcasters is third rate. Y'all ain't fighting like survive COVID, but we did. I did. AKA Sugar Naito. Don't make me hold you by your mask and drop you off the balcony or the tower in Shibuya. AKA Susio Senpai, aka Alpha Sama. All things begin through your boy, aka Lord Toxic, the problematic king. I say anything. And my new aka King COVID, like that shit. Ah, it was like I'm not talking like Bane, like you merely embraced COVID. I was molded
Yeah.
by it. You go, nigga.
Nigga said, we come from the darkness. From the darkness of the Chinese caves with bats, nigga. COVID comes from the darkness. What's good, everybody? It's your co-host with the most. Young nigga Mar with a black shit Mar, aka Lazy Genius, aka Young Finball Calamitous. The epitome of a true man. Never showing these games, these hoes, all my acid reflux, any true commitment, aka the spiritual guide of all of India and all Buddhists. I am the Dalai Akma. Come and join us as we transcend through time and space on this anime and manga journey. aka I Krishna, the curly-haired god of French poodles. You can catch me as one of the judges in the Westminster dog show next year. Unfairly giving points to all the French poodles in there. Shout out to my clan. AKA Young Ukitake, but I ain't coughing up blood. AKA Six Senpai. I might have to relinquish that title to you, nigga.
I'm the new Six Senpai.
Yeah, the new Six Senpai, nigga. AKA
Oh, my new aka Young Satoru from Erasing Sickness. He's in the hospital.
AKA you better forget.
I mean, you feel like yo, like when I was sick, like I could. It was hard for me to walk, so I was that nigga.
That's how you fucked up.
I was walking like Bambi through the crib, and they like just shake it, like. Yeah.
The original.
I was like looking at Michael J. Fox in here.
Shaking, nigga. Nigga had cold night sweats. Shout out to Michael J. Fox.
Nigga, I didn't even sleep. I got like 6 hours of sleep that first week.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like I literally like watched the sunrise. in the most unromantic way. I was in my bed, like dying. I'm just like watching the sunrise. Like peering through my blinds.
Yeah, you ever seen an episode of Amazing World of Gumball when they freed the hamster from the class and they thought he's about to die when they finally let him free, and he was in the yard and he watched the sunrise and he just passed out, and they was like, oh, he's gone to the great beyond. And then that nigga opened his eyes, was like, what y'all talking about? I'm not dead, I'm just tired. Because he was like some old ass pet hamster that looked like some fucking mutated fucking furball. God, nigga, that was you. AKA the original big nose curly haired Don Dada that saved the Tartatas. It is your boy, Young Usopp, AKA Usogado. Let's get it started.
Shit. Alright, so where do we begin? Right. Like we missed a few episodes, a few weeks, so we gotta wrap some of this shit up. So we get to the meat and the potatoes, which is Boruto.
Hold on. Let me fix some shit, cause my shit acting stupid. With the most legendary of, and if y'all see me in action in these latest episodes of One Piece, y'all know what I'm talking about. Just how legendary and truthful I am. Like, it don't get more of the truth than Allen Iverson ain't more the answer than I am, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So, with that being said, It is your favorite AKA, the pirate boss who fights half a war with half his head knocked off. I am young Edward Newgate, aka Young Blackbeard.
But right now you don't have. You don't have
Blackbeard.
half
Oh, fuck it up. See, I'm fucking up.
Whitebeard. Man, I call that nigga. I call that nigga older early. I'm like, wait, what the fuck is wrong with me?
See, the COVID fucking both of us up.
But yeah, he don't have half his head blown off right now. He has like full gold.
Oh nah. This is my true legendary mode. What they call prime beard. Whitebeard in his prime. And y'all know I gotta leave all my children a message before I go, which is One Piece.
How ironic that they got the one nigga that sound like Vegeta to like react right on cue.
They brought in Chris Abbott just for that one scene,
Yeah,
and
like,
they flew them out to
you flew out to Japan like, yo, just get to do the Vegeta like surprise voice.
He didn't even have to ask him like, what you mean? He already knew. So they put the mic on. He just
he did that shit in one take.
One take for One Piece. You feel me? See, you ain't doing this.
Double entendre. Did he peep science?
Yeah. What's good, y'all? Welcome back. Happy to be back. Niggas is in good health.
That's right.
Take a shot of my wine to toast to continue good health, better health going forward. Shout out to Sutter Home.
Shout out to Osmosis Jones to help me get rid of the coronavirus.
Oh yeah, word. Him and the pill. What was the pill nigga name? Was it Pearl?
I don't know.
Ali or something? That nigga name like Oxy.
Yeah, I think it's
Was it Oxy?
Ozzy, yeah. No, it was Drix.
Ozzy was Osmosis.
Yeah.
Niggas really made a movie about
sentient antibodies and pills.
Or
I ain't gonna front. That shit would make a killing right now.
Oh, what? The whole movie theater filled with Michael Anthony's nigga like, yo, bro, I know that pill.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago that pill got me right, bro.
But you know, I had to do a couple things to get them pills for free. Well, it wasn't for free. My mouth was full with osmosis, if you know what I mean.
You got any Carmax? Just kidding. We do a whole different podcast, right? Alright, let's get the show on the road. Alright, so let's start off with Black Clover. So what happened?
You got to go off, man.
Nigga, I don't even know. No,
It's only right, you know.
Oh, okay, so last
I thought you said Arcane. I'm like, Arcane is, yeah.
Well, he is an Arcane stage nigga. So. Alright, so yeah, last time Asta helped defend the Clover Kingdom from the
last time
on Clover Ball Z.
Clover every anime or manga Z. We used every anime trope from every series ever, but everybody somehow still love it, just like Fairy Tail.
Right. Alright, yeah. So what's that? Asta used his Devil Union power, like destroy the devil, and then like.
If I say that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's how short the chapter was like 12 pages. Nah, but yeah, Asta destroyed the demon, and then like it was like back at the Spade Kingdom with Xenon's and like unfortunately for you, the Clover Kingdom still has that guy that just showed Asta in the Devil Union form. He looks like a Power Ranger with wings.
Nigga turned into Devilman Crybaby, dude.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what he looks like. That's exactly what he looks like. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, this devil union only like lasts for 5 minutes, so he beat the devil in like one hit. And but before he did, he says to the guy Damnadio, he's like, yo, watch me. I'm gonna he gonna save everybody. And he proceeds to like destroy the shit like one slash. Well, actually a couple slashes, and then everybody's cheering him on, like you know how they always do for the main character, like go, do it. And then he like defeated the demon, and then he's like, all right, let's go to the Spade Kingdom. But depowers, like he depowers down. Wait, you can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so yeah. After depowers down, and like he gets saved by like Finral and them, I'm assuming. So then it comes back to the Spade Kingdom, and they're fighting all the demons and shit. And all of a sudden, like everybody shows up because like the demons are starting to overwhelm them. And fucking who showed up? Yeah, it was Luck, Noel, and Nero. And then you can see Patry like in like the corner. And then there's also it's Noel, one of the Heart Kingdom people. Pretty much everybody from who's in the Heart Kingdom.
Not to be confused with Nerlens Noel.
Nerd, right?
What happened to that?
Like, I think that nigga sell cars or some shit.
Yeah, that's a lucrative business.
Yeah, cause they hyped Nerlens Noel up. He never played.
He played. Remember, I think he got hurt.
Yeah, he
came back, but he popped around a couple teams. I remember.
Yeah, him and Joel Embiid is like they share the same body, so.
Yeah, he got drafted by the Sixers.
Yeah, like Joel Embiid played like, I think he played like he been in the league for like 8 years. He only played like 2 seasons.
He killing this year though, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Too many games. Like, I feel like the season just ended with the finals, nigga. That shit was like, come.
Now they about to have the All-Star shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, they cramming that shit into one day, yo.
One day, yeah. Now I'm at Atlanta, nigga. I don't want to be in the city. Oh my god, it's gonna be annoying. Having to deal with niggas flying out and flying in.
But you get to see all the hoes coming.
That is true. And that's the one positive.
Yeah, what's the name? This is gonna be the like the skills competition and all that shit. Then you have the All-Star game, and then the dunk contest is gonna be during halftime.
For real?
Yes. Yo. They reduced the dunk contest to halftime entertainment. That shit gonna be like 15 minutes. They only have like one dunk each. And they probably ain't gonna be no winner.
Oh yeah, I fucking how long you gonna have the halftime break for them to do that?
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, yeah, Black Clover.
Yeah. So pretty much, the past 2 chapters was like, hey, the main character's stronger now, and now him and his friends about to go help with the big bad guys, and that's it. What it was? My hero. Endeavor's finally realizing he's been a piece of shit this whole time. And he had no idea, but everyone else knew.
I mean, he knew, which is why his character changed.
Yeah, because it reinforces how because it's like, and everybody forgot, like even the readers feel like Endeavor was a piece of shit. Like he specifically raised his children to surpass All Might, and when each children couldn't do it, he made another kid until he got to Shoto.
That nigga showing more of his Vegeta side.
Yeah.
Nigga said, I even have a family of my own.
Didn't they try to kill Toya too or some shit? Like the mom? Like they want to do something with him.
No, they just wanted him to stop training and give up.
Yeah.
Trying to be a hero.
Because he had stronger flames in Endeavor, but it kept messing his body up.
because his body was more of his mother's body, which was
Right.
more adapted to using like cold abilities or whatever like that.
Yeah.
But he tried to stab the mother in Baby Shoto or whatever, and I forgot what happened.
Yeah.
But
Then what's the name? Then after that, Endeavor was yelling at the mom, but then Shoto was like, "Yo, don't talk to her like that." Then he got like Endeavor had a scary face, like, "Don't, boy, don't talk back to me."
word, Devil was the traditional angry abusive father. Yeah,
Word.
he was like, this ain't got nothing to do with you, Shoto. Stay out of that.
Mhm.
And but some people saying that, and I mean I agree to some point, or to some extent that while it is showing how Endeavor was a piece of shit father,
Because,
and
and
all
not for nothing, like he didn't take responsibility to try to stop his son. He just like, yo, you the wife, that's your job. I'm gonna go do hero shit and make sure the shit
well
is fixed by
no,
the time I come back.
so so what they say the redeeming thing about this little flashback about Endeavor is that he did notice that it wasn't going to be possible for his son, so he did try to tell him like, yo, you need to just give up. So they was
But
like,
he didn't try hard enough
well,
because like Endeavor like pounded that desire into him to want to be like strong.
I can't say that because it show you that Dobby just went fucking crazy. Even though they kept like, remember Endeavor grabbed him and lifted his shirt up and saw that he was still hurting himself training. He was like, yo, didn't I tell you stop training? But this nigga Dobby was Toya was all fucked up in the head by
But
that
that's what I'm
point.
saying because that was after Endeavor was like, yo, you're gonna be the number one hero. And you know, as a kid, you're gonna try to like meet your parents' expectation. But then Endeavor like, you can't be a hero. Just forget about it. Like he put this burning desire for him to want to be the best. And then right after he was like, oh, never mind, just be a regular kid. Like, and he ain't trying to hear that shit. So it's and then he goes home talking about why like to his wife talking about why didn't she stop him and shit. But I'm like, yo, you a parent too. Like, you gotta take equal responsibility for that shit. Cause this is still a mess that he caused.
I mean,
That
but
he
what he
started.
gonna do? Flame punch that nigga? Like,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
time nigga stop?
He already like abusive in a way, like verbally.
Nah, he gonna
He can, man. He can hit that nigga.
that that was gonna just inspire him more to fucking power up his flames, nigga. That's a lose-lose situation, man. At that point, Dobby was so fucked up in the head. It wasn't really nothing they could do. I had to put that nigga like in a mental asylum or some shit like that.
So yeah, he was like he was doomed from the start. But then like at the end, like Hulk was like, yo, Endeavor, did you burn Shoto's face? And like the mom was like, nah, that was me.
That was me, word.
But now Hawks is trying to figure out what's going on with like One for All, and why All for One wants it so much because he kept saying that. And then Endeavor remember like back when Midoriya first appeared on the battlefield, he was like, "Yo, he's after me." Like, no. So now I guess they're gonna start putting two and two together about the connection between them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the flashbacks and shit is about the whole family taking responsibility
Responsibility for what happened.
for Toya and turning it to Davi. Like, it's not just on Endeavor; they all
Yeah.
taking some blame and some responsibility and like
Yeah.
reflecting on the past or whatever. So like, cause even Shoto was like, at first I thought it was gonna have to be me to defeat Dabi, but he was like, it gotta be Endeavor. Like he gotta face the public
Yeah,
about that
exactly.
whole video about all the
Yeah,
feed that Dabi said, explaining everything the past that happened.
and then now on top of that, Hawks like, yo, like all the inmates escape. It's like hell outside. Like you gotta be ready. But he reassured him. I was like, yo, you don't gotta do it by yourself because you got him and Genus. So that makes it a little bit better.
Oh yeah, because they try to hype that up like the top 3 heroes teaming up or whatever.
Did a big three of My Hero.
Word. And during the flashback, they show when Toya, aka Dabi, flames turns to different color. They turn into blue. Probably having something to do with the ice powers of the mother or whatever like that.
Well, no,
But
cause no, because that just no. His flames are like like superheated flames start to turn like blue,
I know
like
they turn white. Yeah.
yeah. So like blue flames are like hotter. It's like remember in Avatar when Azula had like the blue flames.
Yeah.
Like
So
that's it. Dobby is a Azula without the burn problems. Well, no, Dobby is Azula with burn problems. Like, they're both crazy. They both got blue flames. They both got resentment against their family.
yeah. So it showed how he fucking caught on fire, set the mountain on fire. But we still don't know how he wound up surviving. Because after that part, he woke up from like, I guess it was kind of trying to show like he was dreaming, having a dream about that past incident or whatever like that. And it shows Dobby like waking up on some kind of like stretcher bed or some shit like that. So the soap opera continues.
But then at the end, it cuts back to like Bakugo yelling in the hospital again, and everyone's just like, "Oh damn, he really like bugging out." Like, but they all still worry about Midoriya. But then it's funny, like Genius actually called Bakugo by his hero name. He's
Demon God, Destruction,
yeah,
whatever that
yeah.
name.
Oh, was it Great Explosion? Yeah, Great Explosion, Murder God, Dynamite. He really should just like change, like shorten it to Dynamite. 'Cause that sounds better. Um.
He ain't gonna turn JJ from Good Time. Every time he enter the scene, like Mike Down, he's like Dynamite.
every, every time he says it, like a bucket hat mysteriously appears on his head.
And just hear some omnipotent hand clapping from the audience.
Yeah. So what happened? Yeah. So then they was like they want to speak to Midoriya about One for All, but they was like no one can see him right now. All might actually be alone with him. So that kind of raised like a red flag with Hulk. So like, yo, why does All Might want him to see him by himself? So apparently Midoriya's not even in a coma. He just talking to the previous owners of One for All.
Which we said
Yeah.
was probably most likely the case anyway. Like he probably thought he probably in one of them deep states where he subconsciously having a conversation with
Each of the one by one.
yeah, One for All.
And they probably tell him like their experiences with All for One and shit.
Yeah, they were saying like they wonder if they gonna show like some of the previous users that we haven't seen yet.
Probably.
I think some of them are like still silhouetted out.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Silhouette Challenge.
Dory got mad red lights in his head.
Put your head on my shoulder.
But it's all the heroes like butt ass.
You just see Suyu with her long ass tongue just docked out.
Inside Midoriya mind look like King of Diamonds.
Which I've been to, the legendary King of Diamonds. Had a fucking fancy. Got my cherry pop at the King of Diamonds. My first strip club, the only strip club I've been to.
Would you recommend it for niggas who don't want to spend money? How are the wings? How are the wings? I've heard.
Food was good. Food was slapping. Food was good. Strippers was good. One light skinned stripper with the braids. She had a long, ghetto fabulous hood girl braids. Fantastic. She was cool as shit. Probably the prettiest one there was the coolest one too. Fucking got some footage of that on my Instagram for anybody who's interested in seeing. But can't go there now because King Diamond was closed like a year or two. So R.I.P. King Diamond. But just know this, that if this hero thing don't work out for Suyu, she can always go into another quote unquote hero business with that Tonga hood. If you catch my drift.
What's next?
I gotta talk about Fire Force.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just talk about it in like the old lady.
So if you read Fire Force before, or you watched the anime up to second season. So you remember when Shimmer went into the past when he used his light speed shit and traveled like right before the Great Cataclysm, I think like 250 years ago, and he stated how he saw the people of that time and they looked different.
Yeah, like they look like real people.
Yeah, you could tell that they were humans, but he was like something was off about them. And the thing that was off, I guess, apparently is after the Great Cataclysm, niggas turned into cartoons, cause
niggas turned to like Japanese anime characters.
Yeah, because the people that he saw when he traveled in the past was pictures in the panels of real people, like real life how we look, humans during the present or whatever like that. So fast forward into this latest chapter.
Well, second latest because a new chapter came out after that.
Oh damn! I didn't read that one. I'm behind. But
It was just like the Fire Force soldiers like trying to do that hope shit.
Oh, trying to. Yeah, so the Cataclysm this time around is starting again, and they figured out that it feeds off the negativity and the negative emotions of the people and stuff
despair
like that.
and despair of like the collective consciousness of like everyone in the world.
Yeah, so all they fear, dread, despair, all that stuff.
That's fuel for the flames.
It's basically what Adola is, a world fucking.
It's a like personification, like the world's mental state.
Yeah. So they trying to combat that by remaining hopeful and by conjuring up these thoughts of hopes.
So the seventh pillar, she's like, yo, that should now go and work.
So they show like her inside, like I guess inside Amaterasu or whatever, like surrounded by this bright ass white light, which is probably just flames or whatever. And then she goes, I remember myself before the Great Cataclysm 250 years ago. And she was like, my name was something, something, something. And then it just showed for like the 95% of the chapter.
Her face and like real like how like real people actually look. It was just like mad close up of her face with text bubbles.
Yeah, just like it's like some kind of somewhat pixelated photograph of a real person, and she just talking about how 250 years ago she had got recruited by the evangelist to start spreading that idea of fear and dread and stuff like that.
Yeah, because because apparently she was alive since like the last cataclysm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Shorty looked like
she like some crazy Asian bitch off the.
No, she looked like the lady who do Goku's voice, Misako Nozawa, but with black hair.
Those you did disrespect. The great Nozawa senpai.
Nigga, if she ever die, I'm going to her funeral. Yeah.
This chick who was supposed to be the seventh pillar or whatever, the nun pillar, looked like a female version of Jackie Chan in the face. Got the same fat nose and shit, with the creepy face when they fucking zoom in on her.
And it's just like, yeah, it's despair. She's like real like she's like the girl from The Grudge.
And she was doing
like the karate poses.
Yeah, what's her doing kung fu karate poses like in different panels and shit, like she was doing.
Yeah.
Like in the opening scene of Avatar where like niggas are showing like they were earth, water. Yeah. She was doing like
And then she's walking around like a hospital or some shit using the phone. just mad. No, she's doing like mad normal shit.
I know the editors at the magazine mad when that nigga turned that draft in. Like, I was talking about this week's chapter. They was like, what the fuck?
No, I want to know how are they gonna animate this?
They're just gonna have a lady in studio. They're gonna have a loud.
No, it's gonna be like one of the Family Guy cutaways when they do the like the real people talking.
creepy. There's gonna be no noise in the background talking. She gonna have a mask on because of the pandemic too.
Word.
When she walking around the hospital and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, and then like in the newest chapter, what's the name? The fourth
Ooh, that's how the cataclysm started.
what?
Because of coronavirus, nigga.
Ah.
250 years ago, in the present right now, all this despair, niggas dying, people losing their grandparents.
Yeah, so saying like the fourth commander, he got revived somehow, but he's like evil. You know the Damascus dude.
Oh, he came back though. Yeah, this nigga who got killed.
Yeah, and he's fighting he's fighting the guy with the whistle. Like he threw an axe. He killed another one of his subordinates with like an axe to the head. Then he threw his axe at that nigga's stomach. The nigga with the whistle pan.
Yeah, he could buff. He
Yeah.
could buff or boost.
And then Rekka came back.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So you know who might fight him? The niggas from the first.
Yeah. No, his own team. The first is fighting him.
Mm-hmm.
The ice dude and the other guy.
Nigga that lost his arm.
That's gonna be fun. Nah, it'll be hilarious if not what's that nigga name? Nadaku, the kid who got like the mental issues because of that nigga. It'll be funny if he sends Rekka, he'd start bugging out.
Oh, the one who got morphed into like the big ass.
That giant flame monster, and they all had to fight it. And that's when they realized like Charon was like mad strong.
Mhm.
So yeah, what
Oh
else?
yeah, he died too. Forgot about.
Yeah. So he went out mad whack. I didn't like that. He's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, fucking what's the lieutenant name? That
Hinawa.
shoot rifles. Yeah, Hinawa. Basically, he had these souped up versions of his rifle bullets.
His World War II rifle that he be carrying.
So Sharon just kept absorbing the energy from the fucking heat and shit like that, and just wound up blowing up or whatever, because he couldn't contain the energy that he was receiving from the gunshots and shit like that. Yeah, niggas just blew up.
But I'm like, yo, he tanked the attack at like a radioactive levels when they with that Nadaku kid. Like yo, they always like, yo, we can't even block that. He ate that shit with no problem. But that's what took Charon out.
I guess it's he now
Like mad strong with he has better guns.
niggas on some One Punch Man. He like natural catastrophe level. He surpassed that.
What else? One Piece.
Over the top.
Alright, so One Piece was on break late. So last two chapters on what happened. Everyone's fighting the executives and shit. Not and
Toby Ropo.
yeah, the Toby Ropo, yeah. And then Black Maria, she kidnapped Sanji. So she was like, yo, we'll let you live if you call Nico Robin here. And so he's just like he's like, yo, Robin, save me, I need your help. I have to be taken prisoner, I'm sorry. And, like, Shorty, and then like they came, but then everyone realized how like they can all hear Sanji's voice with the animals with the little tags on their head. So right before Black Maria about to stab Sanji, fucking like Robin like smacked the shit out of her. And then Robin was like, yeah, like my powers I can bloom anywhere, so there's no problem getting here. And then this is Robin's badass moment. She was like, she spent a lot of time working the evil organization, and when people do horrible things to her friends, like the demon part of her starts to come out. So maybe we about to see some actual like beast shit from like Robin. She would have like hockey hands or something.
Yeah, because she hasn't been shown to use hockey. I'm pretty sure she
Yeah,
knows how to
yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure because she's with like the
revolution
revolutionaries.
army. Yeah.
And then what's the name? Brooke cut down Sanji. And then like Sanji ran away because he can't fight a bunch of women. So then before Sanji left, she thanked Sanji for like relying on her.
Yeah, believe in her.
Yeah, which is kind of like character development because like a flash for when like Robin asked for help and he was there. And then like in like the whole King Island arc when Sanji tried to do everything by himself. So that was kind of cool. But I was laughing when she was like, "If you call Robin here, we'll spare you." He did it immediately. I thought that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, because Black Marie is a little henchwoman was born for Sanji. He was like, because she was beating on him, but he wouldn't capitulate to her demands or whatever. They was like, oh, he's so cool. Like if we wasn't on opposite sides fighting for the opposite sides, I'd probably fall for him or whatever. And they was like, yeah, he's probably not gonna call for Robin. But soon as she said it, that nigga called right away. And they was like, what? Oh, I thought he was so cool, but it wasn't because he was like a punk. It was because he trusted
Robin to actually help. And then like I don't know if you peep, Sanji's made like a little like dirty joke. It was hilarious. He goes, wait. He's like, when she about to stab him, he goes, wait, no, I wouldn't want to hurt a lady's first, hurt a lady's fist. So my color armament hockey's going soft. I read that problem like, yo, that's a funny joke.
I wonder where he gonna go now. Who you think he gonna find?
Well, he said he gonna go find Kinemon and them. So, and I think he'll find like Sasuke, the fishman dude, probably. Cause page 1 and Ulti's like they probably gonna like fight Robin and not Robin, fight Nami and Usopp.
Yeah, well, isn't Jack on his way to go? He.
Yeah. Oh, nah. If Sanji fight Jack, we gonna see how real Sanji really is.
Because Jack said nobody else could deal with them, the regular soldiers. He's like, I'm gonna deal with them personally. So he on his way headed to where the non-scabbers are at too. So yeah, they on a collision course.
Yeah, and then for some reason, like at the end of the chapter, like Black Maria took her shirt off and showed her tattoo on her back.
Yeah, she got that fucking weird spider shit on her underbelly. Fucking weird black dark face, smiling creepily.
Word. Alright, now let's get on to Jujutsu Kaisen. So, the last couple chapters showed Itadori with Choso, like just like killing spirits because ever since Gito got away, like there's been like an excess like amount of curses like around like the town and all that shit. And then previously they showed Yuta Akotsu, the guy that they referenced in the Kyoto school arc when they was fighting Todo on them. Like he finally made an appearance. Like yeah, he killed the spirit, saved the kid. Well, we talked about that when he got chosen to be Itadori's executioner.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, it's the last chapter. The dude who wants to kill like Megumi, he about to fight Choso Itadori, and then
Well, let's talk about the setup for that because the head of the Zennin away.
Yeah, the head of Zennin, the old dude who had fought the curse with, like he died, and in his will he said Megumi was gonna be the head of the Zennin clan. And,
well, no, the son, I guess the youngest son, it was the uncle, a brother that's missing who isn't there, and I think the other brother with the long hair, like Sabretooth from X-Men. They were all there, and it was the guy from who works with the family who said, they all had to be there for the will to be given out. So the head of the family was going to be the the son, the youngest son. But there was a stipulation to that. If
Like Gojo has died or become like incapacitated for any reason.
they
A
said
written.
mentally, but I mean, either way, he's some
Oh no,
kind
it does go welcome Megumi into the clan. Not yeah, he's not gonna be there. Yeah.
or whatever.
Upon which he'll be late. He'll be head of Zenin later, I guess.
So they said, so well, yeah, because that was the whole thing. Like,
Yeah, because remember, remember in the past when Gojo and Toji fought, he was like, "Yo, make sure my son stay safe and all that." And, you know,
yeah,
Gojo got that pull because no one could do nothing. He was like, "Yo," Gojo walked in there, was like, "Yo, this is what's gonna happen. If you don't like it, dead."
yeah, and they were saying like the father, Megumi's father, had to deal with them too about
then-
not having a Megumi in there and part of the family, but they
And
put
then-
in the work for any reason that Gojo incapacitated, that Megumi would be
the head.
the head of the clan. So that's why the youngest son of the Zenin went to go find. Well, he said he knows that Fushiguro was going to go try to find Itadori. So he went to where Itadori and Choso were.
To kill him so he can like show his body to Megumi, like, you know, fuck with him.
Well, no, he said in the fan translation, he was saying that, you know, while y'all out in the open like this, he was like, I don't. Well, first he did say that he was going to kill him, and then when he got there, he said, you know, I'm just here for Megumi. He was like, I'm not really focused on y'all, but you know, I'll if I have to, I'll kill you or whatever like that. So he kind of like contradicted him.
Well, no, that's part of his plan. Like because in the most recent chapter, he's like, "Yeah, I was gonna show your body to Megumi, but I think I said too much by saying his name." Like he wants to kill Megumi. He's gonna kill Itadori. So what he's probably gonna try to do, he was gonna try to kill Itadori, then show his body to Megumi, then kill him, because that's the type of person he seems to be. But then fast forward, he fucking like runs into Itadori and Choso, and they about to fight, and then Yuta popped up, and then
well, him and Choso was fighting. Itadori and Choso was fighting him. That nigga was on a whole nother level. He was like,
well, no, to put it in perspective, when Yuta popped up, they sensed him, and immediately, like Itadori was like, "Yo, his energy feels like Gojo," which is like bad when you're comparing something to level someone energy to like Gojo, the strongest person.
so
like
you're
that.
basically saying Itadori was thinking to himself. That nigga knew he was in trouble because he fucking in the fan translation it just said Gojo Sensei with question marks and exclamation point.
Yeah,
And they said no, this feels weirder than Gojo's any of the shit.
Fucking Itadori sense of power was like,
Hold on, play it again right here.
you hear it?
Yo, so
Okay, so
okay,
so,
hold on. Before you get into that, so I got into a brief dispute on Facebook because that whole they try to say that the baby called that young girl, that JoJo Siwa, a bitch,
yeah,
even though he was just using a play on her name to call another nigga a bitch because he was saying his name is Jonathan JoJo Siwa, you a bitch.
yeah.
So some girl put, I've never heard a man be referenced as JoJo. I go, time out. I was like, you never heard of the great Jonathan or Joseph Joestar? I was like, AKA JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I was like, what you mean? A man being referenced to as JoJo. I was like, prime example right there.
She never heard of Casey and JoJo?
Yeah, so what that popped in my head. I don't know Joe, but it might be Jonathan or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh no, she was saying I never heard of somebody reference somebody named Jonathan referred to as JoJo. But I'm like, nigga, the great Jonathan Joestar himself. Nigga, what you talking about? The first JoJo. But anyway,
But yeah, so yeah, so when Yuji sends Yuta's energy can throw his Gojo but creepier. So now I gotta go into the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero shit because that explains everything. So Jujutsu
is he
Kaisen,
part of the same clan as Gojo?
he's a distant relative apparently. So like Jujutsu Kaisen Zero took place a year before Jujutsu Kaisen, so a year prior to all this, Yuta had a friend named Rika, a girl, and she was like, I want to marry you, but then like one day she got hit and ran over by like a truck, and
driven, driven by a cursed spirit that was a truck driver running late for his shift. That's when he decided to join the academy.
nah. So what happened was everyone thought that she cursed him. She cursed Yuta when she died because she's cause there's like a entity like always following behind him because Yuta was being bullied, but anyone who bullied him always ended like dead or like dead or seriously injured or some shit. So they thought she cursed him. So just like Itadori, he was sentenced to be executed too because people just kept dying around him and they didn't know what to do with him. But then Gojo saved him. He's like, no, I'll hold on to him. We'll figure out the mystery of his curse. So Gojo's first team was Maki, Inumaki, Panda, and Yuta. That's why that's why fucking Yuta was so mad when he found out Inumaki's like arm got cut off. But then I'll get into that too. So like when Yuta went to the class for the first time, because of like this cursed energy that surrounds him, that's like it's like mad evil and creepy, how Itadori mentioned earlier. And the moment he walked in, like everybody was on edge and was like, "What the fuck?" And then what's her name? Maki like put her like put her little staff sword thing out, and, like put it by his head. But then the little curse thing came out and like grabbed the sword and broke it and was like, "Leave him alone." So then like it turns into like Yuta staying. So it leads to them pretty much Yuta's learning how to control like this cursed monster and all that. So he goes on his first mission with Maki, and there's these kids who disappear from their school. But this curse that like snaps up all the kids, it has like a poison, and then him and Maki got swallowed up by this curse too. And there was like they seen two kids and like Yuta wanted to save them, but then Maki started to get weak because of the poison inside this curse, and then she just like, yo, why'd you even come here? Like, like she did that. Oh, why are you even here? You're not even doing nothing. How you want to help people when you're like so weak and all that shit? What's like, this shit is not fun. And Yuta like realized his resolve is to like he just wants to live, and he wants it to be okay for him to like be alive and have friends and all that. And then he summoned Rika, the girl who died, like cause that's his curse. And she low key looked like the Chainsaw Man nigga when he transforms. It's like mad.
I don't know what he look like when he transforms.
Yeah, but they look like well he don't transform like Rika like materializes.
No, I'm talking about the chainsaw nigga.
Oh, well pretty much like mad teeth and claws and like shit. And he like destroyed like this curse. But apparently like it went wild and like Gojo had to like subdue it or some shit. So then like the higher up people still wanted to kill him, but he's like, no, we're gonna figure it out. So then his next mission, he went on a mission with Inumaki, and then he realized that Inumaki was like is like nice and kind and looks out for everybody, and he talks a certain way because his words are so strong. He doesn't want to affect people around him. And before they mission, like Inumaki brought like mad throat medicine because when he uses power too much, like his like he starts to like bleed from his throat and all that shit.
Yeah.
So they fight a curse, and then he realizes the whole time that Inumaki was trying to protect him, and they came up with a plan where he would distract the curse, and he would fucking Oh yeah, and by the way, that's why he had the sword. After that first time he used Rika, when he went out of control. Gojo said to him, instead of you don't use her again, but channel her energy through the sword. So that's why you use the sword. But anyway,
Okay.
yeah. So him and Inumaki like beat the curse, and that's another reason why he was upset about Inumaki having the arm cut off. Cause like him and Inumaki had like a little bond, and he knows Inumaki's so kind and all that shit. So then fast forward, Gito when he was still alive, he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna send 1,000 like curses on Christmas Eve." And it was like a plan, like he's planning to kill Yuta to take Rika from him because apparently like Rika like this super strong curse that he needs or wanted. But the whole 1,000 curse thing was just a trick for him to sneak into Jujutsu tech. And then Gojo realized what happened, so he sent Panda and Inumaki to go fight him. And Maki went to go fight him. Gito damn near almost killed the three of them. So then Yuta got mad and summoned Rika, and then like Yuta was like beating the shit out of Gito and shit. So then remember how Gito used that Uzumaki thing at the end when he fought Yuji and them?
Yeah, it had
all the curses merged together.
bond. Yeah.
Yeah, like he summoned a special grade curse on Yuta and did the Uzumaki thing. And Yuta like did some kind of like pact thing, like, yo, I promise, like you can like take my soul or whatever, Rika, if you help me have the power to beat this guy. Because apparently Rika's like some super strong curse spirit that pretty much grants him like almost limitless access, like curse energy or some shit. So then Yuta beats Gito, and then it cuts to the part where they say how Gojo killed him.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. So Gojo killed Gito after Yuta beat him, and then come to find out when Gojo did his little investigation, Rika wasn't even the one who cursed Yuta. It was reversed. Yuta was the one who cursed her, and kept her soul there and cursed as a curse. But then like I guess Rika was fading away because like the curse was broken. And before she left, she said to him like, "Yeah, these 6 years we've been together since I died was like the happiest she's ever been." And from that point on, like it was under the assumption that like Rika was dead. But if you remember that most recent chapter, he said Rika when he killed that cursed spirit, he told her to like don't go overboard.
Oh yeah. I was
Yeah.
wondering who the fuck he was talking to. I thought somebody else was there with him.
No, no, Rika just the curse. So I guess somehow he probably got her back.
I thought another sorcerer. I thought a guy was there, but maybe I was.
Nah, it was just him.
And,
And then while he was fighting Gito, he has like I guess Yuta has an ability to like copy techniques. So he copied Unumaki's speech thing. Like he materialized a megaphone with the those symbols that Unumaki has on his face, little swirls and shit.
yeah.
And then Gito's like, what the fuck? Ain't that's like a technique that's like passed down like through like genes and shit. Like how the fuck can he do that? So and that's another reason why like Itadori can't beat that nigga. Cause not only is Yuta just as strong as he is, has more current energy than him, he can copy techniques and shit from people. And since we know he can copy Unumaki's technique, if he does that shit, it's a wrap.
You heard.
Yeah, so
And in that chapter, Choso made a weird remark to Itadori because he kept calling him brother, and he asked him like, "You gonna keep calling me that?" And he was like, "I'm gonna keep calling you that." Pretty much every day. And he was like, try to recollect. He was like, "Didn't your father have stitches on his forehead?" And Itadori just had a big, like his eyes got big, but he didn't say nothing. He was just looking at. So people thinking that's hinting at that
the
nigga,
Tomi Kamo nigga is like his
yeah,
father.
the combo nigga who took over Gito body, who've been around for like hundreds of years, or maybe it was like 1,500 years, something like that. He's some sorcerer from the Kamo family. That he is Itadori's father, because Itadori says he never met his mother, which is stupid because she gave birth to him. But well, unless he was one of the cursed wombs like Choso and them like that. People trying to theorize that. I was reading some shit where they were saying that because the Kamo nigga, I don't think he was the father of the cursed wombs, but he manipulated to where he put like his energy into it. So the theory was saying that the father is really Sukuna, because when Choso told the story of his mother, he was saying she was like a weird person because she was able to get pregnant by a cursed spirit or some shit like that. And then the Kamo nigga took her in, and she had 9 babies or whatever. Each time he took them out when they was like still fetuses and shit. And then you apply like, I guess, cursed energy to him, something. That's how Choso and them came to be. And then that's what he told Itadori, like, didn't your father have stitches on his forehead? Because Itadori said he never met his mother, but he vaguely remembers his father. But when Choso says that, he doesn't say nothing. Then it goes to the next panel.
Damn.
So it might be some connection there.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. All right. Okay, like the meat and potatoes now. Which one you want to talk about first? Fucking Dragon Ball Super, or you want to do Boruto?
Before we get to that, let me just do a quick, excuse me, a quick summary of Kaiju number 8 that I've been reading. Which, if y'all don't know, it's I think it comes out in Jump.
Yeah.
Jump Plus. It's the so it doesn't have any physical manga like magazine copies. It's a online series, but it did like in one of the years, I want to say it did like 400,000 copies sold or some shit like that. So it was that and Spy X Family or Spy Family, however you want to call it. They both on Jump Plus, but they did like hundreds of thousands. Like they became big hits without having physical prints and serialization or whatever like that. So I was like, yeah. Every time I would see, I would scroll down, and on Manga Freak, it'll have like hot next to the chapter.
Yeah, cause like these are two like manga specifically that people have been saying to like watch, what to read.
So yeah, fucking the story Kaiju number 8. So it's this 32-year-old. So they give you a brief synopsis of the world, which is pretty much the normal world, but it's these kaiju, these monsters that's kind of like, some of them are like Godzilla-like, and they got different levels. You got, I think anything like 8 and over is like mega monsters and shit like that. So he works. He's 32. He works for the like the cleanup unit. So after the combat force, the troops that they have who wear these suits that are made out of like the fibers of defeated monsters. So they got these suits that pretty much uses like the fucking muscle fibers of the monsters that they turn into the suit, and that allows them to release like, you know, exponential power. And depending on the soldier, like some could release 36%, some could release 46%. Then you got the top tier niggas who release like 92% and 96%. So they defeat the monsters. He was part of the cleanup crew that comes in after they've been disposed of, and then, you know, they clean up the city and get rid of the waste from the monsters. Because after the monsters get beat, they release these smaller monsters called like after beasts that are like weaker, but like it'd be like larger in number. So they get defeated, and then they, you know, the cleanup crew comes and clean up all the monster guts and shit. So the main character Kafka, he wanted to be one of the troops, but he failed the test. I think he took it twice prior to this point, and he always failed the second part because the first part is a written part, and then the second part like the physical examination and shit like that. So when he was younger, he made a promise with a girl who was a couple years younger than him. She wound up becoming the commander of the 3rd unit. She could release 96% of her power from the suit. So she's like this big fucking like celebrity or whatever. She got billboards in the city and shit like that. She's the 3rd commander. She's strong as shit. So some young kid joins the cleanup crew, and one day it's a monster outbreak, and the young kid was about to die, and Kafka went to go save him, and he told the kid to run and go get help. The kid winds up coming back, and then I forgot how the monster got defeated. But when they were in the hospital after the fact, Kafka woke up. He was like, "Oh shit is crazy or whatever." A fucking like insect opened his curtain, flew in there, and was like, and Kafka was surprised, and the fucking insect flew into the nigga's mouth. And when the insect flew in, the nigga transformed into a humanoid version of kaiju or whatever, and like a big explosion happened. And somebody saw it in the hospital, so him and I forgot the kid's name. Is it Hibino? I want to say it's Hibino or some shit like that. They wound up leaving and jumping out, and then they went on a run. So the troops, the force, the monster force or whatever you call them, was looking for this monster called Kaiju number 8, which is Kafka transform or whatever. They wound up joining the doing the test to join for the force. They wound up passing. Well, Kafka doesn't pass, but what happened is when they was doing the training, another humanoid monster popped up who was also classified as a mega monster, and he wound up severely injuring this girl who was like the daughter of one of like the top niggas in the force or whatever. And he pretty much raised her on some endeavor shit, like, don't let your mother down, you inherited my name, you're gonna be great. So she's been like top of her class. So she came in able to use like 40-something% of her suit, which would put her on like a fucking lieutenant level off the rip. But when the humanoid shit popped up, he fucked her up. And then Kafka came and transformed. So now she knows his secret. But she kind of like has a crush on him, even though she's like fucking 16 or some shit. She don't say nothing, but she be blushing sometimes. And she'll snap out.
That's one of those.
Yeah. And she start like demeaning him again and shit like that. Because when she first met him, they was in a parking lot.
So she act like Noel.
Yeah, pretty much. Because when they first came, he had parked the company car in the parking spot, and she was like, "I want that spot." He was like, "There's no other cars here. You can park anywhere." So she fucking showed her abilities, and like, I think she did. What she do? She like moved the car herself or some shit. So Kafka did a partial transformation, which nobody could see, but he used his arms transform, and he lifted the car, and she was like, what kind of fucking strength this nigga got? He ain't got no suit on or nothing, and he picked up the car. So when he saved her and she realized it was him, that he could transform, so now she told him like, if you ever go out of control, I'm gonna kill you. He smiled, I will want you to do that or whatever. So he made it into the troops because he was able to being that he was so experienced cleaning up, he knows like the weak spots of monsters and shit. So when they was out there fighting, when the battlegrounds got training grounds got ambushed, he was able to communicate to all the team members that, aim here, do this. So they made him, before he became a troop, he was a cadet. But then after this latest mission, they promoted him to a full-blown troop. But the thing is, he could only release 1% of the power of his suit. Like, this nigga could do the bare minimum. or whatever. But the
Well, he's
fucking
that strong even with the 1%.
no, so he got fucked up when so it's the same humanoid that popped up, like the humanoid monster that popped up during the training um part of the exam. He was actually working in the cleanup crew too. I think after Hibino and Kafka left, and what happened was Hibino and one of the other guys that joined that passed the test with them, they were fighting some monster that got released in the city. I think because the humanoid shit released the monsters. So they saw him and they was like, "Yo, you gotta." And it was in an area where like somehow this shit is mad intelligent. Like the area he was in, he was able to cut off the communication, so the communication team for the troops was able to pinpoint their location and shit like that, and they couldn't contact them. So when they seen him and they seen him, that they Habino was like, "Yeah, what's a training nigga doing over?" I mean, a cleaning guy, being that he used to work for the cleaning company. He was like, "Why is a cleaning person here?" But they overheard him talking like, "Oh man, like, cause they killed the monsters." That he was like, "Next time I gotta do this or whatever." He was like, "What the fuck are you saying?" So he transforms and winds up fighting them and almost kills them. Kafka pops up, transforms into Kaiju number 8. Was getting ready to kill this nigga because he fucking was stronger than him or whatever. And they both classified as mega monsters, over 8 point something. And when he was getting ready to destroy his core, which was like underneath his like neck bones or yeah, like his spinal shit, the lieutenant for Squadron 3 popped up and saw Kafka as Kaiju number 8. So the nigga was able to get away because the lieutenant started fighting Kafka, but Kafka just broke his weapons instead of trying to attack him. So one of the reasons why the lieutenant let Kafka join as a cadet and then become a troop, before this fight, he was saying that during the training ground shit, he was like, he found it weird that when the humanoid shit popped up and Kaiju number 8 popped up, simultaneously at the same time, all of Kafka's vital signs from the suit disappeared. So he has suspicions that Kafka is somehow Kaiju number 8. And now that they see this humanoid shit, he was like, oh, maybe he's one of the humanoid type shits, basically. So he's keeping him under watch. But he actually genuinely likes Kafka. He was like, he really wanted to keep him around for comedic purposes because he's like, yo, this nigga is fucking hilarious to me or whatever. But
Because he could be a benefit. He's a funny dude.
Nick Cannon is hilarious, Dan. They special. Okay. But yeah. But so he genuinely likes him, but he also has suspicions about him being Kaiju number 8 now somehow. So now the humanoid shit popped up again to the fucking base of the troops or whatever. And that shit is, he's controlling like these whatchamacallit, pterodactyl kind of monsters that normally travel alone, but he's so powerful that he's taking command of them. Which Kafka was saying, he was like, yo, remember in 3, he was like, those monsters, he's like, the 19 times that they've been sighted, they always been alone. He was like, now they somehow fucking like communicate together and working together, and it's probably because this nigga is controlling them. So now the lieutenant is fighting that strong ass monster that they dubbed Kaiju number 9 or whatever like that. So that's where I'm at with that. But yeah, it's so far as I see why niggas is mad popular in the Jump Plus shit, because it is a good story, and it's a kind of,
it sounds interesting.
Yeah, and it's kind of a different take. It's not like the shown in where you got some teenager, high school student,
you got like
fucking middle school nigga. Yeah, he a grown ass nigga who dreams got the, because he wasn't strong enough, and he wound up doing some supplementary work and up the monsters, wound up turning to him. So now like he be seeing the homegirl that he grew up with, being that she's the commander for the 3rd squad, like she the one who told him that he got his promotion to from cadet to actual troop or whatever. And then he was like and she told him because when he passed the test to become a cadet, he saw her, she was up there, and he called her by her first name, and everybody was like, "Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you?" It's like we're calling the commander by their first name or whatever. But then they found out that he knows her. They was like, "Fuck out of here," and then they was like, but for talking out of turn to a commander, 50 push-ups and 50 sit-ups, some shit. So when she gave him a promotion, he said something too. And she told her he got to do 50 push-ups and 50 sit-ups again or some shit, 100 this time or whatever. But she told him because he had told the lieutenant, like, yo, I want to be strong enough so I can stand by her to make good on our promise. And he was like, well, I'm the person who stand by her right now, and you're going to have to get past me. He could release 92% power from the super. She could release 96. And, whatchamacallit, when she gave him a promotion from cadet to troop, she told him, like, don't get cocky, you still got a long way to go before stand next to me or whatever. And then he was like, bet. And then like she smiled or whatever. But now they under attack from this monster at the base and shit like that. So yeah, this shit is good so far. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know how many chapters, maybe like 30 something. But it's good so far.
Alright, that's
But
what's up. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a watch. We'll give it give it a read. I started Chainsaw Man. I only I read like the first 5 chapters though, but I like it.
yeah, I gotta read it too. I know For Never World is big on. He's always hyping it up. So I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna read that too. They was getting an anime too. Right? Or they think they gonna.
Yeah, Studio Mappa is doing it. The same people who doing Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen. They gonna do work on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
What you call it? So now let's get into Dragon Ball and Boruto because, especially Boruto, because that shit was fucking some bullshit.
So you want to do Super first?
Yeah, let's do Super first.
So the breakfast cereal bar himself, granola. So where did this chapter leave us? Go, we talking about.
This chapter was what's the name? Granola going to, no. Did it start with them on the planet with beers?
Did it start? Or did it start with granola first, then went to Vegeta, then went back to granola?
Yeah, it was with Granola, then it flipped. Okay, so yeah.
Because Granola came back home, flew into town. They were saying that he needed repairs on the ship, right?
Yeah, and then he was buying stuff for like his friend who was like over 500 years old.
Yeah, some old man that he lives with, mountain. And
yes.
the people at the store was asking him, why him and Gramps don't move into town or whatever like that. We would love to have you.
Yeah, that was a dude on Oatmeal, right? Who was like on the headset.
I don't think that was Oatmeal. We still don't know who Oatmeal is.
Cause whoever been talking to him through the headset was asking him, how come he don't just live in a city with them? And he was just like, the heaters, the people who he worked for, like they set it up for them, and then like he don't want there to be no problems. And he said like, on the mountain where he be at, he can still see the remnants of his home that got destroyed. Cause it's the same planet that the Saiyans invaded and killed all his family and shit. Right? So he lives on top of the mountain, as like, so he can always remember what happened. So then, all right, okay. Oh yeah, I remember now. So then it cuts to Beerus and Vegeta, and like Beerus asking him like, how does he feel about what the Saiyans did and all that. And then Vegeta's just like, we did what we did, and then Frieza came and it was just business as usual. And then Beerus asked him so. Like, do you think it was the same destiny to be wiped out? And then, like, Beerus is just like, that's stupid. And then Vegeta's all like, yo, I thought you gonna like teach me like God of Destructions like stuff. And then Beerus like, I am. Then he blew up, one of the planets that's like by his world anyway. Like,
Yeah, the oracle fish call it the decorative planets.
yeah, like
That's
Beerus.
floating in the sky.
Yeah, like Beerus just blew it up, like just because to prove a point. And then Whis just like, yeah, if at this rate he's gonna run out of planets to destroy. So then it comes back to him fight with him and Beerus, and then all of a sudden, like Beerus just like takes that nigga's cranium, just like smash it into the ground, and Vegeta's confused, like, yo, what are you doing? And then Beerus told him how, you know, like as long as you have like doubt in your soul, like you can never use this power. Cause like he says, like deep down, Vegeta probably feels guilty about everything that happened to the Saiyans and what they did and all that. He like tossed that nigga away. So then here's Beerus with the reveal. He's like, oh, by the way, did you know I'm the one who suggested that Frieza like destroy the Saiyans? So Vegeta's like, Vegeta got pissed, and Beerus like was like mocking. He's like, you still think it was destiny? You gonna accept that? Like he's like, go ahead, like I'll destroy you. And then Vegeta like powered up like crazy, I guess, even to the point where Whis and Goku looked up like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, like what the hell is going on between the sheep? Beerus, wait, let me explain.
And so, unfortunately, again, we had to see Vegeta get his ass beat. That's what happened. But then, like, Beerus says, what happened?
Couldn't even touch Beerus.
Yeah.
I guess it was something that Beerus was actually had to dodge, though. I don't know.
Yeah. But Beerus, Beerus Hakai that nigga too. But before he did, he was like, everything the Saiyan did in the past, that don't got like, what's it got to do with you? As long as you trapped by the past, you're not gonna grow.
What's love got to do?
So then Beerus fucking Hakai that nigga, but he did it in a controlled way where he just destroyed Vegeta's armor and like knocked him out.
And then gave him the young Zamasu treatment.
Word. So then, like, what's the name? Beerus said to him like how his mind is always on destruction and nothing else. That's why there's no limit to his power. And then in this translation, it said like, if you really want this power, you're gonna have to destroy, and destroy was in bold letters. Destroy any stray thoughts, and recreate was in bold too. Recreate yourself from scratch. Saying before creation becomes destruction. So I don't get what he means by that. He might just have to like, you know, be like, all right, fuck it, I don't care.
Saying when he turned Super Saiyan.
Yeah, exactly. I was just thinking that I didn't care anymore.
You better than Kakarot. I just wanted to live.
Yo, Vegeta has like the best speeches in all of all of anime, yo.
Serious, his monologues, nigga, yeah. What? The greatest, nigga,
like,
all time.
Like, second is the narrator to Hunter x Hunter during the Chimera arc. That nigga putting in work.
Nigga earn his checks.
Yeah. Yeah, so then this shit comes back to like the heaters, and they're like reading OG-73's thoughts about his mind, reading his memories about what happened. And then that's how they learned about the Dragon Ball and all that shit. And then they realize like Granola's friend is a Namekian, so they're probably gonna go pay them a visit. And his friend, what's it, Moito or whatever the fuck this nigga's name is?
Muay Thai.
Monito. He got the only Japanese name. Niggas named after like fucking like cereal and shit vegans eat. But yeah, fucking what's the Monito? He looks like fucking like he look like Kami if Kami didn't have like have a spine.
All hunched over and shit.
Yeah.
Like nigga really needed that staff.
Yeah. Yes. So apparently, like he created Dragon Balls, but his set of Dragon Balls is only 2, which is really convenient.
It's only a set where.
Yeah. And he has the one. And he said, yeah, I haven't. Yeah, like no one's found like the other Dragon Ball for like 30, 40 years. He said.
Yeah, like it went missing or some shit like that.
Yeah. But then conveniently, as they talking, the dudes from Ningen like, yeah, there's more to make it besides out there, and like the number of Dragon Balls depends on whoever makes it, which is kind of like, Y'all always said it's supposed to be. It's been 7 all this time, and now it's 2 for plot convenience.
Yeah, because even the Super Dragon Ball is 7 of them.
Yeah.
Porunga,
Yeah.
Shenron, or
But magically, this nigga can make Dragon Balls that you only need 2.
and the Mechians, the Elder kind of said that they came from like
Yeah.
another. I think he kind of said they came from another universe completely or some shit
Yeah.
like the original home of the Namekians was like another. He didn't say world. I don't.
Yeah. He said, oh, in this official trailer, they said they moved from universe. They moved to this universe from another realm altogether. So, the Namekians was probably originally from Universe 6.
Maybe.
Cause they had Namekians there too.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be an interesting story to like get into.
Well, it is some kind of connection because remember with the whole Super Saiyan God book of Namekians, whatever, like they knew the ritual and the tale of the Super Saiyan God. And I'm like, why would they know? What is this connection with Saiyans and Namekians?
Right? They're like some ancient history, they're like sworn brothers or some shit.
Uchiha and Senju before things went bad again.
Yeah, but they never things that went bad. Like they both just got eradicated.
Sure.
All right, so then it comes back to Granola and Naito, and then conveniently they're like, oh, by the way, this Dragon Ball you've been looking for that's been going for like all these years, we found it.
Yeah, later that night, Granola was like watching.
Word.
And it was like some nigga was out fishing, one of the niggas from the planet, and he was like, he was out fishing and he just happened to come upon this weird orb, which was the second Dragon Ball. So the scientists on the planet had it up in this facility. They was gonna study it. To see what it was.
Granola was like, nah, I'm about to hold that. I'll give it back later.
Got on his Aladdin shit, Alibaba, and Prince of Thieves, nigga. Snuck into the facility.
That nigga like Ninja Trunks.
Granola like Trunks and food mixed together.
He does.
Word.
What you call it? So he summons the dragon. It's like, turn me into the greatest warrior in the universe. So we'll see if the dragon can even do that. Cause this dragon got 2 Dragon Balls. I don't anticipate him having a lot of power. I would think.
Unless he's so strong that he only needed
2.
Like
that's another thing.
It's like you only need 2 Dragon Balls because the power.
It's so great.
They need to be split up into 7 different
Dragon Balls. But I ain't gonna lie. I liked it with his dragon look.
I do. He looked like
a
Super
snake.
Shenron.
Yeah,
but a mini Super Shenron, like a small version.
Yeah.
That's why I thought maybe they was hinting at like this power, this dragon is great because he kind of looked like Super Shenron, but just on a smaller scale.
Yeah, so I'm hype about the next chapter. What the dragon be like? Yo, nah, I can't do that. I could tell you how you can do it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like maybe
he gonna fucking like
somehow go back to OG 7-3 or whatever. Go get him.
Like fuse with him or some shit.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about fucking Boruto, because Kurama lied. Kurama lied. All right, so it's what's the Naruto in the world thing talking to Kurama? He's like, okay, I've been waiting for you so I can say goodbye. He's got a loud conversation, and that Naruto's still under the impression that he's dying too. And then, but this is the part where like it changes with Kurama. Like, nah, I never said you was gonna die. It's just me. Like right now, you're just like in the state of shock and all that. You're still alive though, so you don't have to worry about like missing everybody. You can like still go see them.
Nigga said, but you ain't gonna have superhuman strength anymore.
Right. And what's the thing? He was like, Kurama was like, well, Naruto was like, wait, what are you talking about? And then Kurama was like, Baryon Mo's price is my life, not yours. He goes, just so you know, I never once lied to you, and at no time did I ever say that you would die. Which is false, because when they was talking, he goes, if you do this, yeah, you're gonna kill both of us, and if you don't, we're still gonna die anyway. So so that part, this is like I guess like they fucked up because they probably forgot. Cause remember, the other dude was like writing that up, right?
Maybe, but no, but Toriyama came in like, I mean,
yeah, like 2 chapters ago. Like,
yeah, he came in a couple chapters ago.
Because the part where he said about the Baryon mode, that was like 4 chapters ago. And like I pulled this shit up. Kurama says there might be a way. It's a do or die, last stand, ace up your sleeve thing. Only we're trying since you're expecting to be killed anyway. And then Kurama says, because you'll die. Do this and it's over. But since you'll be killed either way, it's not a choice to make lightly, so you decide. So he said you're gonna die, so I think Kurama's a liar.
Now Kurama talking about.
Yo, I never said that.
Only I'ma die. Naruto was like, you what?
Yeah, so anyway, so like Kurama's starting to fade away. And yo, didn't you notice in this chapter, like when they like fading away in the smoke, did it remind you when like Iggy and Avdol died, they was talking to yeah. They had like the sad violins in the back.
The world's smallest violin.
Played by Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, Mr. Eugene Krabs.
But yeah, so then the Kurama faded away. But he just like, yo, until that day you finally join me, like, you know, like be well. Then Naruto was like, no, don't go, I need you. He's like, yo, Kurama, don't go, I love you more than my son.
Oh, sing a ting. Please don't. Kurama's all like, right.
No, Kurama's like, I don't want to leave, but I gotta go right now.
The guy, cold roll just popped on his head. He turned into Trey Soul.
Shit.
Change your position. Naruto, I'm on a mission. Just believe I'll be missing you. Yo, Kurama with cornrows is crazy.
Yo, somewhere there's a drawing of that somewhere on the internet.
Cornrow Kurama.
Corn ramen.
That was the Baryon mode.
Yeah.
With the hood R&B singer.
Where the whole Baryon mode thing was just a do-rag.
Get it? Baryon, bars, rapping. Nigga, see how he doing his sign.
Oh shit! All right, so what happened? Yes, all right. So Naruto wakes up and they all like, "Oh, you're back." And then Sasuke just all like, "Oh, so that's what happened." Damn, Kurama's going. And then Naruto tells him what happened. So now, the Kawaki is the only person with sense. He's like, "All right, yo, can we go now? We can talk about this later. Can we just leave?" And then Boruto's being the bitch because he remembers that he stabbed Sasuke in the eye. But then it cuts to fucking Code, because we haven't seen this nigga at all. And then come to find out, Ishiki's soul reached him too from this other dimension. We don't know how that works, but apparently when you die, good or bad, your soul appears to the person who's closest to you. So then, Ishiki...
Is that his karma? Oh.
No, you just hear Mad Lord, hear the Lord Banks on Karma. I am the way to
put you first. Yeah. I put the karma mark on you first.
I can't take my mind off you. I can see why the other Usuki wants you. Yo, anime bars are hilarious.
I was like, how we not famous yet?
I don't know. Oh shit, the COVID.
He's like, oh man. It was like, yeah, nigga, don't laugh too much. I'm like the karma mark, nigga. It might pop up.
Like Book, I'm coming for you, nigga.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, oh. Alright, but anywho. So, come to find out, Code has a karma mark, but it's like, it doesn't work.
White karma.
That privilege.
Yeah. The privilege karma.
Right.
You got the privilege of not getting your soul taken.
Right. Yeah, like during this whole conversation, I'm imagining having like the ghostly Morgan Freeman boy, the Code, my most loyal beloved servant.
You popped up like Mufasa and the stars and the constellations when someone about to return back home.
The Code, them niggas killed me. You gotta hold it down. Hey, no, you sound like Tupac. Yeah.
Enemies for my enemies.
Code ride on them niggas.
This is as a rider.
Yeah. How the fuck are you laughing?
It just popped up. You talking about? Did somebody say rider? That bitch is as a rider.
Alright. Yeah, long story short, Cole was a failed vessel, but now Ishiki's like, yeah, you can become Usuki too. Just eat, like, fucking feed Boruto or Kawaki. It doesn't matter which one. Be strong, become a god, and you'll be alright. And then Cole's like, alright, my lord, tell me who defiled you, and I'll exact my revenge. So he's probably gonna talk about Boruto because every time Boruto's name came up, he was like Boruto.
Yeah, Boruto.
He gonna be like the chocolate nigga from SpongeBob. Boruto.
Yeah, he pull up on him. He mad nice and shit. I'll take your karma, Boruto.
Yeah, here you go. I want it anyway. I'll take it. He was chopping it off. Alright, so then it cuts back to Boruto trying to open the space-time ninjutsu in his karma, and then Boruto's having a mental block because he a bitch and don't want to turn into Momoshiki, and then Kawaki had to give him a pep talk about not being a bitch. That's pretty much what happened. And then
bitch for dummies.
And then Kawaki's like, yo, I hated karma, now it's gone, and like now when we get back, I'ma help you. Then that little pep talk helped him like open space time, and at least Sasuke was smart enough to be like, damn kids. He rushed and got them all in there because they know that shit wasn't gonna happen again. And then Shikamaru and them like realized, got the intel that they all came back safe and sound, except for one. Kurama's gone. But then, but something weird happened. Amato's like, "What about Kawaki? Is he okay?" And then Amato's like, "I see he's safe, thank goodness." But then Sumire, the class rep, she looked at him kind of funny when he said that.
I guess she wasn't expecting niggas like to actually care.
Yeah, because like the whole, unless he's planning something still.
Yeah, unless he being sneaky.
Yeah,
like you know what happened to like.
Mm-hmm.
Boruto's probably gonna wind up still having his shit on him.
Yeah. So then what's that? Then what happened? Yeah. So then we're finally Naruto's like we're finally home. It's like barely, but somehow. Then Kawaki, Boruto just there. But then Kawaki's like, I told you could do it, but do it faster next time. Pause. And then Boruto's like, shut up. And it didn't help that Boruto's like, I do feel like anything's possible as long as I'm with you.
With you, yeah.
I was like, come on. I'm like, yo, alright. I know it's supposed to be like some brother shit,
like
but.
With you, UIC, even when I close my eyes.
Alright, so then at the end of the chapter, Koda just recited all their names. He's like Kawaki, the Traitor Amato, Sasuke, Naruto, and Momoshiki Vessel Boruto. And then the chapter ends. So there might be a time skip, possibly, maybe in the next chapter or two.
Yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen after.
Yo,
What the next arc gonna be?
like all that peace that's been like established in the ninja world gone.
Gone.
Because
Word.
that piece is only there because Naruto and Sasuke existed. And when they find out that they ain't got the Rinnegan and Naruto no more, about to be on the poppin'.
Yeah, you know, everybody that was talking shit about Kakashi losing his shot.
Yeah.
Now you got Naruto and Sasuke lost part of their powers. Now I want to see if niggas deserve to be Hokage or not.
Sakura be Hokage now.
Your word.
No, Sakura be like, Sakura be like, yes, I finally caught up with him.
This is by subtraction.
Word. Nah, but Naruto and Sasuke are still plenty strong regardless.
They still
because Sasuke's ability with his Sharingan is still like unmatched. And he still has the Mangekyo. He just turned Sharingan to a Mangekyo and get to work again.
He got the eternal Mangekyo.
And then not even that, Sasuke has a better chance of getting his eye back because the Hashirama cells maybe. Or he gonna be on some this is to atone for my sins. I don't want my eye back.
Yeah, I'm still continue to atone.
Yeah, even though like I've atoned all my life and then helped save the village on multiple occasions since, but I still need to atone. He gonna be like Kakashi, we borrow your eye patch. But fucking cause like Naruto, he still got like the Uzumaki chakra reserves. He still got Sage, and he still got Sage mode, so he's not completely like weak.
Yeah, then don't he still have like small remnants of all the other tail beats?
Yeah, he should. And maybe that he can still do the 6 pass mode because was that directly linked to his non-tail form? But like if someone on the scale of like Kaguya pops up, like they can't fight. They gonna be like
Kaguya pops.
No, if someone come out on like Kaguya level pop up, they ain't gonna be able to like
Kaguya
father. Her father was the model. He birthed her.
Oh man, she killed her own son. He birthed her, and then she got reborn out of just to continue his cycle.
Right. All right. You watch any anime?
Nah, man, I meant to watch Jujutsu.
Okay. Yeah, I watched Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, and the new episode of That Time I Reincarnated as a Slime season 2. So I just want to briefly talk about that episode. So the show, I got reincarnated as a slime. Long story short, guy got killed in Japan, got reborn as a slime in a different world. He's mad overpowered. He established a town with mad strong monsters, but they all are friendly until you fuck with them. And he had like a set of rules, like be friendly to humans, don't attack them, be nice, regular shit. So some humans who had a problem with their growing village because they started getting involved in trade and all that. And this town called Falmouth, the king of that, and the holy temple who don't see monsters as people, like they blew some scheme to like destroy their whole village. So with Rimuru, the leader, he was away. This girl named Hinata, who was like friends with the person whose body he took over, who he helped. She tried to kill him, but he managed to like escape by pretending to be dead and ran wild. But then while that was happening, some other humans that was like killed, brought to the world from Japan, because apparently in this world, like they can summon people from like Japan, and they have all these crazy powers and shit. So these 3 people like started a fight in the town, and then these 2 barriers got placed over the town, and all the monsters got weak. And then the soldiers from the town called Falmouth came and was like killing all like the women, the children, and everybody. So when Rimuru got back, he's like, "What the fuck is going on?" Then he found out like one like his closest friend, one of the monsters, like well, she was an ogre at first, but she evolved to like this, something called like a key gene. But she got killed protecting like a parent, well, trying to protect his parent and a child. And then like he was so angry, like he started like flaring his power out of control, and he got like this ability called like Great Sage. It was like, yo, you gotta chill because like fluxing your power like that could like kill weaker monsters and all that shit. So he was like grieving and all that shit. But then one of his human allies was like told him a story about one of the demon lords in this world, Milam, who he was friends with, about how she became a demon lord. So the girl told him the story about how she was born of a human woman and like a dragon, and then like the dragon created this this clone of itself, so that the girl Milam has something to play with. But then these people tried to like control her, and they killed the dragon in the process. So she went rabid and wild and like killed like almost everybody in the town. And apparently, one of the requirements to be a demon lord, you need something called like a demon lord C. You gotta meet some other qualifications, and you need the souls of at least 10,000 humans. So when the girl's telling Rimuru the story, he's like, "Oh shit! Like to possibly save everybody and revive everybody, he has to like kill 10,000 humans." And conveniently, one of his other his aides, who was like the security, he was like, "Oh yeah, there's an army of 20,000 people coming." He goes, "All right, perfect." So essentially, what's about to happen? He's about to kill like 20,000 people by himself, and he's gonna become a demon lord. Which, because like I read the manga for this part, my nigga, and he appeared above the whole army. He did some shit, and like it was like on some automatic headshot shit. Yes, no, that's literally what he did. He popped up like he had like a mask on his face, and he did some fucking laser attack. And
nigga wasn't trying to catch coronavirus.
Right. But like it was literally like headshotting everybody, all the soldiers. Like the whole army got decimated in like three to 5 minutes. And even their strongest soldier, he ran out there and got killed. And then like the king of Falmos was there, like, and then Rimuru, he cut that nigga's hand off. I was like, yo.
Every time you say Rimuru, I think of Scooby Doo trying to. Hey, Rimuru.
Right. But essentially, like, they're gonna kill every soldier that was there for like killing them. But then Rimuru successfully becomes a demon lord. And it's funny because like, you know, I'm gonna show you what this nigga look like. You gonna be like, yo, they got killed by this nigga because he don't look imposing at all. Hold on, I'm about to put a picture in the Discord.
Who's that Pokemon? I will travel across the lands, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta get.
That nigga was singing his heart out.
It's
you and me.
I know it's my destiny. Oh, you're my best friend. Power friendship. In the world we must defend.
Yo, look, alright, I'll put the picture in the Discord chat. Look.
Nigga singing like Coda on Fighting Gold, nigga. When the chorus came up. Fighting Gold! I've been bumping that shit, so I found it on Audio Mac, the Japanese verse, nigga.
Oh, it's on Audio Mac?
Out of all places, I was like, let me just try this shit. Got two of them up there, nigga. I was like, word.
Yeah, because they only got the English version on Spotify.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Only shit that sound the same is when you say fucking good.
Yeah. Wait, you see the picture I put in the Discord?
Hold on, I'm switching the chat because I'm in the other chat. I see the shit you see. Attack on Titan.
Huh? Oh.
Oh yeah, then you say he kind of like he took over like some girl's body or something, so
Yeah,
he
like
kind of got like more
that,
of a girlish features.
yeah, that was like her dying wish, cause like ironically, like he got like a reading. He was and like she was destined to be the one he gonna be together forever with, and that was the prophecy of them being together forever. Like he consumed her as for her dying wish, and he was able to like I guess become her. I guess even
You
though
said she was inside the dragon or some shit like that. What you was saying? Like she was, or
well
she?
no she wasn't no like the dragon that he found when he first got into this world like is inside him because he analyzing the structure of like the spell keeping the captive. So, but then she had the fire spirit Ifrit inside her. So that spirit's inside him with the dragon reading manga and playing shogi and shit.
Cause I'm about to send you a picture. Tell me I'm not bugging. This is a girl. Don't say the name, but
Oh, but hold on, wait. Ah, shit, this shit live. Hold on. Yeah.
yeah, the Knicks, man. Knicks doing good. Fake ass conversation.
What are you talking about? Okay, so yeah, all right. So let's get into like the news segment. So first order of business. Turns out Jujutsu Kaisen is gonna be over in like 2 years. The author, stated by the author.
Well, let's take it with a grain of.
Yeah. Well,
I think One Piece
no,
was supposed to end 10
well,
years ago,
no,
according to
no. I
Oda.
believe it. No, I believe it because in the interview, he said how, like like he has the ending set up for like how Itadori and Megumi stories ended. He just don't know how he's gonna like handle like Sukuna. And he said he's about 70% done. And he intends on finishing the manga in like 2 years, in like less than 2 years actually. So by 2023, this shit gonna be over. Which is wild because this shit is so good.
That's only you 100 more chapters. Well, a little bit more than that. Well, this
Yeah.
year still. So, say the end of 2 years from now.
Yeah.
So it'll be like another 170 chapters. So it'll be like barely over 300.
Probably.
I mean, which is good for a fucking series. Or some of the longer shit, so you ain't gonna pair them.
Yeah, that's true. Like they not doing some people like how some people do like well let's be honest like Dragon Ball like they drag it out. But Dragon Ball's okay like the quality didn't diminish, but other shows when they try to drag it out, this shit don't work.
Yeah. And some would say that the quality did diminish.
Oh yeah, and another quick little topic: the Attack on Titan fans was mad about this latest episode of Attack on Titan.
Oh, I watched a 5 second image of Aaron taking off his jacket or putting on his jacket.
Putting on the jacket when he escaped from jail. They was mad because like they said that scene in the trailer was better than the scene in the show. But I'm like, yo.
Yeah, like it had different animation, I guess, or something.
Yeah, but I'm like, yo, you're mad and threatening the studio over 5 seconds of a man putting on a jacket.
When I seen the picture, I'm like, that don't even look like Aaron.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, yeah, it don't look that good compared to like the manga and shit, but it's not worth threatening niggas over.
It wasn't even that it was bad looking. The
like,
nigga Aaron looked like he was 28. He was a little more chiseled. He looked bigger than what he usually looked like. The nigga looked like one of the.
He was like Rhino.
Yeah, he was looking like somebody from like the Burner Witch manga. One of the niggas like with the little fade on the side and a little hair. I was like, who's this nigga? But I'm like, for y'all to be mad and threatened, I don't get these niggas. You think it's the Japanese niggas threatening, or it's the other, like the American and the other worldwide fans?
It's like people in like Europe and here in America. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because usually they respectful with it, even if they don't like some shit in Japan, they don't.
Yeah, do shit like that.
Notoriously so. You know, even when like some of they senpais from certain mangas and creations get charged with shit like pedophilia,
Yeah, they be like, oh.
niggas still work with them.
Like, yeah, that's none of my business. As long as I get paid. Cause you know all they care about is work there in Japan. Oh, speaking of that, sidebar, they like have like a new position, like the minister of like loneliness or some shit.
What?
In Japan, because everyone's fucking depressed and killing themselves and shit, and not like dating and all that.
Oh, so they put a actual government position to kind of to figure out a way to combat that issue.
Yeah.
I mean, the progressive mental health people would say that's a good
Like,
thing.
that's a crazy title to have. Put on your resume, like, yeah, I was a minister of loneliness.
That sound like a villain in a series, nigga.
Word.
That nigga beat you so much, he beat despair into you, nigga.
Word.
You go to a dola, nigga.
You know, like you was merely molded by loneliness. I embrace it. I am loneliness.
You are. I am loneliness, the minister of despair.
You'd be like, yeah, like I condemn you to no hugs for 3 years. If anyone hugs you, they'll cut your hands off.
Or cut your arms off.
Yo, imagine having to sneak to get hugs because
We finish you. Your punishment shall be the treatment of oblong. They turn you into Milo Pops.
Yeah, hug someone now, nigga. But yeah, that's wild. You like the minister of loneliness to like tackle the suicides and all that shit. That's a depressing ass job. Like, yo, how can I get people to stop killing themselves? Maybe if just a society wasn't so hell bent and focused and obsessed with like work culture, maybe that would kind of help. But what do I know? All right, but anyway,
Productive citizens.
right? What else? What else is in the news? Epic Games. They finessed the lawsuit. So Fortnite and Rocket League, because they're owned by Epic Games. Epic Games was sued for 26.5 million because they misrepresented like in like loot boxes. Like there was like this pinata shit in Fortnite, which was essentially a loot box. And they said, yeah, you can get something nice or you're not, and they like encourage like gambling because like you don't know. You know all them other loot box lawsuits and all that shit from like the past.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of the same shit. So they settled this $26.5 million lawsuit. So to compensate everybody, people who are affected, they can receive up to $50 or $1,000 in Fortnite V-Bucks or Rocket League credits. That's how they paying everybody from this lawsuit. fucking Fortnite V-Bucks, nigga.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah. There's like Epic Games automatically deposited 1,000 V-Bucks, Fortnite virtual currency, or 1,000 Rocket League credits into the accounts of U.S. players who purchase a random loot box. And apparently 1,000 V-Bucks is only worth $8. So them niggas getting ripped off. It said in addition to the credit, players who believe they were harmed by their in-game Fortnite Rocket League purchases and meet certain criteria may also file a claim up to $50 in cash or 13,500 Fortnite V-Bucks or Rocket League credits. Like, yo, how did they fucking finesse a lawsuit like this, my nigga? They're like, yeah, we fucked up. We not giving you money though. Take these V-Bucks and shut the fuck up. That's essentially what they said.
How did that get okay? It's like, okay, y'all,
Yo, just give
for that same amount, that 26 million, y'all just gotta give 20 6 million in VLC.
Yeah, even though the V-Bucks don't really it doesn't cost the money to give to people.
Yeah, because they could always just give that shit away for free anyway.
Exactly. Like, the V-Bucks are just just extra money for their pockets, which is wild. They're not really taking an L. They giving niggas shit for free under the pretense that it's gonna reimburse them. That is fucking insane, yo. That is fucking crazy. But yeah, what else was there? So some guy figured out why GTA 5 takes so long to load when you go online. Cause you know how you go online in GTA 5, it takes like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it should be. They zoom out and shit. You see the aerial view of the city and shit just be spinning and loading and.
Yeah. So apparently some guy found out that like when it loads, it does this check of all like the in-game purchases, and then like it's a list of like 6,000 things or some shit. Yeah. No, it's a list of 63,000 items that it checks before the game loads. So when it checks it, when it gets to each item on the list, it starts back at the top and goes back down. Like it checks the list in like the most like cumbersome and like ridiculous way. So altogether, the check runs 1,984,531,500 times before the game loads. In total, iterating through that list. And then also like apparently like the online only use like one CPU core, so apparently this is just on PC. And someone like modded this patch and fixed it, so now the game goes from loading for like 6 minutes, loading to like a minute and 50 seconds, which is crazy. How did one person figure this out, and then fucking Rockstar couldn't do this shit for 7 years because all that in-game purchase shit. But how do you have some shit set up to like run 1 billion times, almost 2 billion times? Iterating.
I don't even know what to say.
Cause that's crazy. Cause essentially it's like, all right, 0-1 check, 0-1-2 check, 0-1-2. They just keep restarting the check 6. Like that, that number is insane, yo.
Time out. Hold on. Fuck it, I'm reading an article right now talking about, cause I did in the Dragonball Super Dub and shit and Kai, they gave Hercules the original name back.
Oh yeah, Mr. Satan.
Mr. Satan and the dub. And Vidal is just a play on just the word devil switched up.
Oh shit. Niggas didn't even peep the science.
Nah, niggas ain't peeped the science at all, yo. What the so what is he? What was Toriyama trying to say?
I don't know.
I mean, he was snakish in the way tight shit he did.
Low-key Toriyama promoting Satanism.
Or fucking demonizing these two characters who actually turned out to be good. Especially Vidal. How you do that to her?
Because remember, what you call it? Remember, when they after they killed Buddha, they said, Mr. Satan, they kept chanting Mr. Satan. I'm like, damn, like that sounds kind of weird.
Yeah, I was conjuring up the spirits, nigga, the demons.
That's wild. I feel deceived my whole life. Yo. That's fucking crazy, man.
I never thought, like, that shit never popped in my head. That thought never popped in my head. Like, Vidal, devil, wait a minute, like, nah.
Gohan married the devil? Oh, what?
Yeah.
He sold. Is that why he's weak now? He sold his soul.
She got all his strength. She should have been in the tournament of power. So I took him to Mickey and to train him to get his strength back.
No, that's why even was supposed to beat her ass, she ain't died. That part was still fucked up though. run through like the Nintendo Direct shit because they announced some shit. Alright, so they announced Splatoon 3. Um, Shorty from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 gonna be in Super Smash Brothers. Monster Hunter Rise was gonna come out. Well, came out. Well, about to come out in like a few, like 2 weeks or so. They announced Super Mario Golf, but this time when you hit the ball, you can run after it right away. They announced some new strategy game that they don't have a name for. It's called Triangle Strategy, and they have a demo for it on the Nintendo eShop for the Switch. I played it. It's mad. I hate these kind of strategy games because they're mad convoluted.
How about say strategic for no reason, like extra just teeth?
Like take your turn. Now take your turn. Now if you take your turn here, this person will move you. And then it sucks when they give you 8 characters to control, and then you can't even like use everyone back to back, and then they only can move like 6 squares and shit. Like it's a cool game, but it was annoying. But I wonder what the real name gonna be because it can't be like buy this game called Triangle Strategy. that should sound whack.
No, nigga, that's just a game for
mass niggas.
For niggas to so they can figure out how to put together a millennial puzzle, nigga.
No, let's guarantee niggas how to do the tri-beam.
And then when you put it together, you just hear encore from Jay-Z start playing. Big ass Rockefeller symbol come up. You just hear Bruce Mother.
What else? They announced the HD remaster of Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword that came out 10 years ago. It's gonna be $60. It's literally the same game, just with like slightly better resolution. What else? Fall Guys coming to the Switch. Outer Wilds coming to the Switch. Some bullshit. Investigative games coming to the Switch.
Playing a detective.
Yeah, I guess so.
Be Roger Smith from Big Old Nigga. Mr. Negotiator.
No, that shit look like fucking Cage Clothes. but just regular sized teenagers. What else? Samurai Warriors 5, which is like the One Piece game where you guys fight mad waves of enemies but with samurais.
Pirate Warriors, Samurai Warriors.
Yeah. What else? HD remaster Legend of Mana, some old ass RPG that's apparently good, but who cares? No More Heroes 3 comes out in like August. Some shit called fucking Neo White, where it's like you like these devils in heaven, and you like it's a first person like shooter, but you have swords, but you attack with cards. You use like a card system to attack. It looks weird, but it looks interesting. But I don't know. Some kiddie games, some DC superhero girls get pretty much like all like the women in like DC comics play. Plants vs Zombies 3 coming to the Switch. What else? Some shit called Knockout City, but that is also coming out for like PlayStation also. It's like some dodgeball shit. It looks fun.
Wait a minute, time out. Bill Burr is in The Mandalorian.
What?
Yes. Hold on.
Oh no.
And you know the crazy thing is, I saw it was like a video on YouTube, and it said something like his comments about the girl who got fired, who made them comparisons to.
Oh yeah, what, Gina Carano, whatever her name is.
Some shit, yeah.
What she say? Wearing a mask is like Jews being in the Holocaust or some shit like that.
Nah, I think she said more so of how Trump supporters get treated is like she was trying to say that's how. People being like villainized and shit is how the Holocaust started by like people.
But the difference is Jews didn't do anything yet. Them niggas are actively doing shit to people. So
that's why I don't, even when you say, oh yeah, I can see what her point is, but like they the ones who stormed the Capitol and killed police officers
kill
and
follow
other people.
and they act like, oh, it's not a big deal. We just
Yeah,
they're like it's a bunch of rowdy people. Like
yeah, they're talking about, you know how people were saying, like, you know, punch a Trump supporter in the face, but probably maybe one person actually did that. When people were saying, like, yeah, if you see a Trump supporter, just punch him in the back of the head or some shit like. It's just
but then
but
you
nobody
can't.
was literally doing that.
But you can't do it because they're the gun-toting niggas who can't fight.
Exactly, and them same gun-toting niggas toted their guns all the way to Capitol, killed law enforcement and fucking trampled over, tried to trample over our democracy. So I'm like, how the fuck you even make that comparison? But hold on, I'm about to send you a picture. Cause this nigga is literally in the Mandalorian. It said, the article says Mandalorian star.
Mandalorian star Bill Burr.
I'll just put it in the Discord. This nigga there with Boba Fett, and Hellboy.
I can hear the nigga, yo, man, fuck this Jedi shit.
Yeah.
Like, put your hands up.
Sound like Officer Prosciutto.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. Bill Burr in The Mandalorian.
Yeah, The Mandalorian. I haven't watched The Mandalorian. So.
Now I want to watch it. Oh yeah, my nigga, I forgot to tell you, I got a new TV now. Finally.
Yeah. So for your when you get the new systems, nigga.
Yeah, I got me the fucking $900 Samsung TV, nigga.
Which nigga catch COVID, don't know how to act.
Nah, nigga, I got this fucking bonus check from work, nigga. Cause like I had got my taxes back, and then
you got your shit back already?
Yeah.
I ain't even filed my shit yet.
No, cause I filed my shit like before the they started accepting them, but then the guy put them in like the very first day. So I got my shit back already. But yeah, so I got my taxes back, and then I got this bonus check from work because they take all the excess profit and like break it down to all the employees shit. So nigga, I woke up on Friday, nigga, I had a $4,000 check, nigga. I'm like, oh, it's lit.
That's crazy. I don't even know if I'm gonna get one.
Yeah, I should. Like, every busty I ass.
Nah, I wanted to owe one like 500 last year. So we'll see.
Hopefully we can get some shit back though. Alright, but real quick, go to the rest of the list. They put all the 3 of the Ninja Gaiden games on the Switch. DLC for that Legend of Zelda Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity game. Yo, I cannot play that game, my nigga. I can't play it. I can't play it. Because like the frame rate on that shit is fucking terrible, yo. That shit like a fucking slideshow, literally, when you fucking play that shit. It's mad choppy.
That's niggas said the slideshow. Niggas playing a PowerPoint presentation.
Yo, look, you fucking, look, them niggas is pop locking while they fighting. Niggas just stop briefly and move. And I can't play that. I'm gonna get that shit back to my car and be like, yo, I can't play it. Frame rate trash. What else? PlayStation had their state of play. They announced that that game Returnal is gonna come out in August. That Kenna Bridge of Spirits game is coming out. But that's also coming out on PC, which I didn't know until like a few days ago. That there was a whole bunch of like other shit. Final Fantasy Final Fantasy VII Remake, the PS5 version, comes out in June. And if you have a copy of the game, you get a free upgrade for PS5. And then they got some DLC with like Yuffie from Final Fantasy 8, which is weird because all the Final Fantasy games take place in different universes, so all the characters don't even exist to each other. So that's kind of weird, but whatever. Then they show a gameplay for like a new Five Nights at Freddy's game.
So what?
Yeah, you know that mobile game Five Nights at Freddy's. We got like play like survive the fucking store or some shit with the animatronic monsters.
Oh nah, nigga. I'm thinking about some fucking what's the? I'm thinking about Weekends at Bernie's, nigga.
So we gotta push the dead body, make sure no one knows it's dead.
You are. And each time you get caught, you gotta start over from the beginning of the map. Oh, you came up with a new idea. You smash shit on Steam, nigga.
Shit we call geriatric. What you call it? Alright. That's all I got. What is the stuff that you had you were trying to talk about?
I mean, not really. I mean, I've just been seeing a lot of articles talking about AMD's supposed soon to be launched graphics card. What is it, the 6700 XT or whatever?
700
Is it 67?
Yeah, but again, it's gonna be another graphics card niggas can't even buy.
Yeah, we'll see. Cause they were saying like the price point is gonna be like 4 and some change. I don't think it's 500. I think they say it's 4. But I forgot that I think they had released some benchmarks comparing it. I forgot what it was comparing it to. This was a couple weeks ago, so I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, I
But
see an article today. Like they say it might have a price like $479.
yeah, so yeah, it is close to
But
$5.
they claim it might be more readily available. But I don't.
Yeah, I was about to say I saw that too. That they saying it should be more easy to actually get or whatever like
But
that.
then all the fucking scalpers and the cryptocurrency mining people, they gonna fucking buy all these shits.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to talk about too. In the video, putting out these cards that's gonna have some shit.
Oh yeah, the 3060, they like have something. They have something in there to like decrease the Bitcoin mining availability. I guess that was the way trying to combat miners, but that shit still got bought the fuck up.
Yeah, because them niggas probably gonna find out a way how to fucking remove that restriction or some shit.
Yeah, well, Nvidia said it's not possible, but we'll see.
Right here. In the words of KG, nigga.
Anything's possible!
That's gonna be my new drop, nigga. I'm gonna add that to my soundboard. Even though they beat my Lakers that year. That's why he said it.
But it still boggles my mind how you can't buy nothing. You can't buy the graphic card. You can't buy a PlayStation, but you can buy an Xbox though.
I just scroll past the article talking about sorry PlayStation, Xbox has become my preferred console. Alright, good for you.
Yeah, that's not. I'm like, yeah, that's nice. No one asked.
I'm about to. We gotta make a Ningen Bro website so we can write real articles. Cause these niggas be coming out with bullshit. Niggas be writing just to write.
For real. Nah, website's mad work.
Yeah, nigga, not with Squarespace.
This is not an ad.
Yeah,
Like maintaining a website with Squarespace is easier than ever.
right.
Let me tell you how. On the script they gave us to read.
Yeah, don't Tasha look like an Indian man in the face?
Wait for power?
No, I'll put it in the chat.
Oh.
She is Indian too, that's why I say that. Yeah, she's like Jamaican and Indian. But every time she say it, the nose and shit, like she got an Indian nigga face.
I'm gonna say something. I'll save it for after the podcast. Cause that'll be the shit that gets us popping for all the wrong reasons.
And you know I'm the Dali Akma Chris. So I might have to condemn you and be like, yo, to stand in solidarity with my followers, I will no longer be a part of the Ningen Bros podcast.
I don't want to blaspheme the Almighty.
Oh, I forgot, nigga. You Alpha. I was Omega's power. All things end with me, aka. I forgot that. That's in it.
Oh yeah, yo. And speaking of ending shit, in Jujutsu Kaisen, it got to the part where in the Kyoto battle shit where Hanami that plant shit that plant curse.
Oh yeah.
Yuji and Todo. And then, you know how they put the barrier up so Gojo couldn't get in, but then Gojo ended up breaking in anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And he used that hollow purple shit. Nigga, that shit, yo. Every time Gojo do shit in Jujutsu Kaisen, that shit is like some of the best animated shit I've ever seen.
This nigga is ultimate Kakashi.
Yo, and I'm pretty sure they have a separate team just to draw his eyes, yo, because his eyes, oh my god, his eyes are like amazing.
The most
most majestic eyes. That's what everyone says. Like, oh my god, his eyes are so beautiful. But yeah, if that's it, we can get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man. Good to be back.
Real quick. So some like lawyers in Chicago are trying to ban GTA 5 from being sold because they said there was a rise in carjackings in Chicago and they believe Grand Theft Auto was the cause, even though Grand Theft Auto
been out
for like 7 years, but a 7-year-old game is the cause of carjacking going up now, and it has
even that. That's just GTA 5. Grand Theft Auto period been out for 20 years. Yeah. So it's like, what?
Yeah, so it probably has nothing to do with the pandemic and people losing their jobs and shit. I'm pretty sure that's not the cause, but it's definitely Grand Theft Auto, a 7-year-old game where people don't even fucking steal cars. People like buy their own cars and make them shit look nice.
And it's not like this shit teach you how to hotwire a car and break into a car. You just go up to a car, smash the window, or you just open the door and take the nigga out. Word. Yeah, word.
And then the game will do all that shit for you. All you gotta do is just drive. Yeah, that's one of the things I say that real quick. Like, lawyers are stupid.
Yeah. I guess anyway they trying to make money somehow.
That reminds me of that lawyer from like a few years back, and he was like, he like contacted like one of the developer Grand Theft Auto like mom or some shit. He was like, are you okay with your son doing this? And he was harassing him to the point where he got disbarred and lost like his law license. Yo, no lie, my nigga. I'm dead ass. Like, how you contact a game developer's mother and be like, yo, this is what your son is doing?
That's some like stalker shit.
Hell yeah.
Like you time to look up the nigga moms, contact her.
They got disbarred like a dumbass.
Stupid.
But yeah, on that note, we can get the fuck out of here because we're gonna get the fuck out of here. There's nothing else to talk about.
Word. We see y'all next week. Y'all be safe, you know, pandemic still going on, even though they get vaccines out here.
Be safe. Like avoid your family too. Like you can get COVID you can get COVID from anybody. Like thankfully I caught that shit and recovered. You know, some people not that lucky, so be careful. Wash your hands. Wear 2 masks.
They prayed up.
And if you're from Texas, stay up. They doing bullshit over there to y'all. So on that note, we out of here.
If I say moves in park charging mad money for the Wi-Fi package.